Alright everyone, this is Knockels with Wario Land 2 for the Game Boy. Yeah, let's just get into it. So, start the timer. 2, 1, go. Okay, so the start of this run is about 2 minutes in cutscenes. So I'm just going to run through some mechanics and how the game works. So Wario can't die in this game. He can take damage, but he can never die. So if you get hit, you get some knockback and you drop some coins. Because of that, the game is designed to delay you. There's lots of loops where if you miss a jump, you have to go back to the beginning of the room. And there are various forms that Wario can take, such as a spring, which will launch you to the top of a place where you're supposed to be descending. There's an ice one that makes you slide all the way in one direction. So the game is really trying to make you take as much time as possible. The primary ways of moving around are just walking. There's a shoulder charge, which increases your speed, but there's a little lag at the end. And then there's a So you may notice Wario has a castle that's identical to the castle from Super Mario Land 2. In Super Mario Land 3, Wario Land 1, he wishes for a castle at the end, and depending on how your completion is, you can get a castle that's identical to Mario's. Alright, so we're just going to sleep through our alarm clock here. We've all done that before. Alright, and we'll get it. I'll describe the end of stage mini games in a bit, but they will not be part of this run. Each stage in the game has a treasure you can find, and it keeps track of your total coins. At the end of a stage, there we go, cleared this stage just by sleeping. At the end of a stage, it'll show you your total coins, and then you can gamble coins to get map panels to find a secret area. None of that's part of this run, but it is interesting. Okay. And we've got another cutscene, and then we'll get into it. So these guys work for Captain Syrup, who is the antagonist of Wario Land 3. I'm sorry, Wario Land 1, Mario Land 3. Very confusing. And they were, I guess, seeking revenge because Wario stole all the treasure in the last game. Like he does. There he goes. And these scenes are unskippable, unfortunately. Practicing this game is a little bit of a nightmare because if a run dies, you have to sit here for 3 minutes before you can restart. Alright. So here we go. Oof. So that's the shoulder charge. It gives us a big burst of speed. It's good off of a land because the lag at the end is delayed. We don't want to get stung by bees. Okay, perfect. Now these guys are different in the Japanese games. In this one they just carry orbs that make Wario a little dizzy, but in the Japanese one they carry what looks like a pitcher of beverage. Okay, so this is the tightest platforming in the run. Oof. Give this another shot. There we go. We just gotta do that one more time. Again. No dice. Okay. One more. One more. There we go. Perfect. First try, etc. Having a rough time here. Okay. There's the Dizzy Wario. Come on. Slide under here, and here's the slope I mentioned. Just do 2 little jumps, and that's the stage. Alright. Definitely don't want to hit A on that. It's a lot of time. Okay. So we got to the castle, now we're going to go in the castle. And every good castle has a moat with a drawbridge, so we got to lower that first. So we'll just run up here, hit the switch. There we go. And there's a drawbridge, and in we go. So you can jump with the roll, as I showed in the end of the previous run, and clear out a little bit more pots there, but it's a little faster to use the ground pound. Of course, I missed the jump there, so it doesn't matter. There we go. Alright. Now this is like the only damage boost in the run, and I messed it up. Alright, see, this is the loop I was describing. You miss the jump, you have to restart the room. Let's use a backup strat here. Oof. Rough time. Let's try this again. There we go. That's what I get for trying a new strat. Alright, so this guy can set us on fire, and we'll need the fire form to break through some blocks at the other end of the room. So we'll just take him. Come on, guy. There he goes. Take him down here. I'll stand right here. So now Wario's on fire. And now Wario's going to be even more on fire. And in this form, can break through the blocks. So we're just going to a little crispy. And then we're good to go through the door. Okay. Now those guys can make you into like little pancake Wario. I think it's flat Wario technically. We'll see him a little later. For now, we're just going to avoid that. Alright. Jump on him. Jump at him. Knock him off. There we go. Alrighty. So here's flat Wario. Watch out for this bat. So flat Wario is flat enough that he encounters air resistance, so he can fall slowly. And then we'll just rehydrate real quick, and that's that stage. Alright. It's only about 5 stages for the run, so pretty quick. Alright, so we have our first boss fight here. Doors. Right. And there's the duck. And then we'll encounter the Iceman. He can turn us into Ice Wario, but all that does is delay us, so we'll just jump on his head. Alright. And here's our boss fight. So we're just going to ground pound on him a bunch. There we go. Doing a bad job of the treasure map. Wario would be disappointed with me. Okay, penultimate stage. These white coins are, worth 100. That's really bad. Wow, okay. Let me see if I have any backup strats for this. I've never messed that up before. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know what to do now. Let's see, let's go here. Hit him off there. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. And we'll use another roll here. Go through the door. Little ground pound here. If you notice when I get hit, I flash white. I don't actually get any iframes that I have any control over, but I do get some damage boosts sometimes. I tried one in, I think, 2 levels ago, but wasn't able to hit it. Okay, so we gotta go through these blocks. We go on top, we get turned into the ice guy. and we'll slide away. So we'll just climb this real quick. And there we go. Alright, last stage. Alright, so time is going to be when I throw the giant spearman at Captain Syrup. This spearman is a robot. He's remote controlled. So I won't be able to just ground pound on him like I did there. Slide under this pelican. Over this. That's fine. Okay. On this. Here are the carrot birds, as I called them when I was a child. A minor nuisance. Go down past the spearman. So this is the boss fight door. You can see the skull above it. Alright, here's the boss. Robo Spearman. So you can one cycle him. I'm going to do a safety strat and just two cycle because that third one is pretty tough. The third hit on him. So he runs out of power, he'll point the spear up. You can get 2 shoulder checks in. Alright, we'll just bounce on his head. No hitboxes except on the front. We should be able to get him here. Yep, hit him, pick him up, and that's time. And that's Wario Land 2. A story of a man who slept through his alarm and just wants to go back to bed. We'll play the last cutscene here so we can get the full story of the game. Alrighty. And then Wario, after throwing out the invaders, goes back to sleep. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching my run. Can find me on Twitch at knockels,